Hey, I hope so you feeling good, and I have some messages for you today. It's a little bit strange. It's like hard for me to sense the energy, some kind of in some way it's like dissatisfaction for you. In the other way, it's something like curiosity, and also I'm strongly sensing like you comparing yourself too much to others today. In the way, for example, like you think like somebody has better life than you, like somebody is when you talk to somebody or when you're observing the other person, you're thinking they are in the much better position than you. They have much easier life or something like that, or better life than you, and in some way you're comparing yourself and you think this is not right, this is not fair, this is like because of that in some way you building the some kind of like illusion, irrealistic world in which one you dream of be there, and this in some way keep you stuck from the reality which one is around you. I'm hearing this is like the escaping room, like you go somewhere in your imagination to escape. And also this is like something like you're thinking the grass is greener on the other side, and the universe wanted to remind you, darling, like you have beautiful ancient wisdom in you, and you have your very knowledgeable ancestors around you, and it's time for you to tap into things which one you have, which one you can grab with your hands. I'm saying in that kind of close distance, instead of thinking about there is something better far away from you, what keeps you in some kind of stagnation from your own reality where you are now. Because this, when you think the other place or the other person or the other situation is better, or the other life, somebody has better life than you, this is some kind of illusion which can keep you far away from your own situation, from your own reality. And when you're drifting like that, far away from what is around you and in you, you don't appreciate what you have here. And if you can't appreciate and see what you have here, you can't make for example, positive changes where you want to have your life to be in the future. And instead of sitting in that kind of fear, because when you lose, when you build that illusion, like the grass is green on the other side, then you can see the whole your life today here in this is in this escape room. And I'm hearing the escape room is also like a for you like a cage, like the danger, like the fear section. Because I'm hearing strongly you have this lots of signs around you. You are a very spiritual person, and you are a very gifted person in the way you gain lots of wisdom, and I'm hearing you have lots of signs, but in some way I'm strongly sensing you a little bit scared of them, of these omens wherever you see around you. And instead of this, you compare yourself to other person, and you're thinking they have better life than you, and because of that you drifting to some kind of imagination, because you drifting somewhere else. You're not aware, fully appreciate of what you have around you, and what you do in that way, you building some kind of distance from your reality stage. And if you are in the reality stage, and when you're appreciating what you have, because every day somebody is on the planet, somebody who's got much worse than you, and every day is always somebody who's got much better life than you. But it's up to you if you are upgrading and growing and changing your situation in your life. But if you're aware about your reality, if you can appreciate what you have, because somebody has much less than you, if you understand that from the heart perspective, the spiritual world, which one has amazing wisdom for you, amazing ancients, a spiritual family around you, they want to share that knowledge, that wisdom, that beauty with you. They want to guide you to go to that life where is like I'm hearing the curiosity for you, to that space where you don't look at your life from fear, from the danger, like they don't want you to run from what you have. Appreciate, doesn't matter how bad it is you think right now, how disgusting it is your situation right now you think. Spirit world reminding you you have much better than many people right now today. They wish to be on in your situation, in your position, in your life. When you're gonna appreciate that, you opening the gate for getting more from to get more the signs, to follow them, and you're gonna less sitting in that kind of illusion, like, oh, if I gonna be in this situation on this person place, I got, yeah, I gonna be different, I gonna be this and that. It's not true. Everything what's happened, what you wish for, start from inside. Every kind of change, if you want to be on the other side, it's time to appreciate where are you today. And from that situation, you can do you can follow the signs, and you can do this clever and smart choices for yourself, which one your family, your ancient family, guiding you through your life to go to the place where you want. And I'm hearing this place gonna be much better than the place in your imagination, in this fake reality, in this escape room. When you stuck there, and you are like in the middle of nowhere. You are not in your present reality because you don't appreciate what you have, and you don't see like situation and sense of moving from that, changing, and you drifting somewhere what is fake, what is far away from you, and it's not realistic even to achieve right now. And the truth is, the spirit's telling you, you even don't know if you think the grass is greener there, but the universe telling you, you don't even know what you have here in front of you and inside of you. You have this beautiful wisdom, this beautiful knowledge, this beautiful spiritual gifts, which one gonna be guiding you if you're gonna trust them, if you're gonna be bold with them, if you're gonna say, I appreciate what I have, I appreciate the situation where I am, even if you hate it, especially if you hate something right now in your life today. If you're gonna say, I don't understand, but I appreciate because I know somebody has much worse than me, is in the worst position than me, and I'm lucky and I am appreciate for what I have, and please show me the signs, show me the guides, how to build my life on the better direction, better steps, better changes, better positivities in my life. If you're gonna be asking right now like that and appreciating what you have right now, remember, universe give you much more when you especially when you appreciate it, when you don't have, when you really missing, dreaming and wishing for something. And also yeah, because it's easy to think like you wish when you're in the good position, I believe in God and this and that and I follow everything, it's easy peasy. But the universe works differently. When you believe in the universe guidance, when you're missing something in your life, and when you're appreciating what you have, even if this is far away from your dream wish, in that moment, universe gonna do everything what is possible on your journey to make your wish true. But the universe gonna give you much more things about which one you never even wish to dream of, or even you couldn't see yourself in that beautiful scenario. I'm hearing, because universe always give you much more when you really appreciating the guidance, when you really believing, especially when you're missing something in your life, and where you and when you're gonna I'm hearing, when you're gonna stand in that life, in that moment in your life, when you're gonna decide, you know what, my grass here is much greener than their ones, because their grass is shiny, looks beautiful garden and everything, and it's like perfect, and they're everything matching, tight and whatever, somebody designed this for them. but there is, for example, lots of fakeness about which one you don't know. There is lots of shiny and empty inside, for example. And the universe asking you to focus on your grass. Because when you're gonna be watering your glass, before you realize your glass gonna be pure, your grass gonna be real, your grass gonna be, uh, your grass gonna be your own in the way like, okay, the universe wants me to give you the example from my own life. Once I was dating, I was trying to date one guy, and I really was like seeing potential. I really opened my heart. I believed in that, and I knew it. We need to do some kind of work together. He wasn't yet on the same emotional level about the maturity like me, but I wanted to put time and effort and work about that, because I felt really amazingly with him when I was interacting. And he on the other side, he was very successful, much more successful in material world than me, all around, like business, money, and everywhere. It was a lot of him everywhere, yeah. And the point is, he was starting the dating before we start to connecting with each other. He was dating with some kind of different girl. She was much older than me, and he was like the person who liked wise women or something like that. And when we started, unexpectedly, she was living in a different country. He was living in this country together with me, and we was interacting together because I was working in the shop, and he was coming usually every day for a breakfast, and that's why we start some kind of connection. And this was growing between us. It was very strong energy, and we met a few times in my place, but we never had like proper sex, yeah. But it was hot and extremely, and I really wanted to put time and effort. But I said this must be two people, yeah. And I told him, "You dating somebody, and you need to decide." He was like, this is something not important, not this, not that. I said, "Listen, make it clear, because I don't step to three of us, because three for me it's crowd, yeah." And he was like running all the time from me and very emotionally closed, and I was chasing him. This was around 1 year. He hurts me so many times, because every time when I wanted to sit down, have honest conversation, something like that, he was running away and closing himself completely emotionally. And in the meantime, I was telling myself, oh my gosh, I love this guy. I really wish to be with him, but he doesn't want to put the work, yeah? And he always running away and ignoring me. And he was like hurting and hurting and hurting. And I said to the universe, what I need to do right now, yeah? And the answer was clear. This is not love, because when it's pure love, you don't feel hurt. The other person never gonna be hurting you, yeah? And I decided this is not healthy for me, because he's hurting me every single time when I see him, and he wants just fun, nice moment and disappear. And this is not enough for me. I want something long lasting. And I said, stop that. And when I stopped that, I cut him off totally from my life. I start to healing. I start to being stronger. I start to appreciate my own worth because of him. Because I was thinking he's choosing this girl. He thinks this girl is better than me. Yeah, because he doesn't build the connection. And when I was like trying to connect with him, I felt like I'm not enough. I'm not worth of him, because he's successful and he's better in material world than me. And when I stopped seeing him, after a while he realized, and in that time I growed, because the universe showed me the lesson. He was the lesson for me. He wasn't enough for me from the beginning in the emotional maturity. He always be like my teenager in the relationship. That's why we couldn't be together. But this lesson showed me, I said stop. I said no. I know my worth, and this hurting me, and because of the love, I don't be allowed myself hurting me. And in that moment, when I did that, I realized love is something more than pain, than hurting each other, than sacrificing yourself for somebody else, for somebody who's not ready for your love. And when I did that, I stepped to my own power. I filled up myself with full strength, purity, pride in me. This showed me growth. I healed the wound from him, and this gave me such a kick in believing in myself. And after he came back to me and he said, I'm ready for love, I'm this, I'm that, I want to be with you, I'm choosing you, and I'm appreciating you. And I said, listen, you made your own choices. You thought the grass is greener on the other side. I never wanted anything from you. I just wanted to work together. And he said to me something like, no, I was feeling unworthy of you. And he was putting me on the pedestal. But he never mentioned that to me. This was looks, he behaving like the way I don't give a shit about you. You're not worthy enough of my time, of present in my life. And because he was running away, we couldn't work about that. We couldn't change that to express each other's emotions, because he always was disappearing. And I told him one thing: this is good lesson for you, because next time when you see something worth it, even if you fucking scared, make the move. Because right now, darling, I told him, 1 year, it was long time for me. I healed from that, and I grow much higher level. And right now you are not enough for me. And this was like the way, like he thought the grass is greener somewhere else, and he couldn't see how beauty he had in front of him, because I was much younger than him, and he was dating this older girl, but he never gets so much wisdom from himself or other older women, the which one he got from me from the beginning. I was like guiding him, showing him the way. I wanted really to work with him, but he never wanted that. He never appreciated what he had here in front of him. And I said, stop, no more. And I choose me, I appreciate me, and in that way he could realize what he did. And I said, and I just gave him, I wish you love, I send you, you know, I didn't said anything like energetically bad to him. I said, you hurt me so many times, but this was my lesson for me, to learn to be stronger. And your lesson is, when you next time see something worth it, take the risk, feel the fear, but try. Take the risk to try. Because even if you see something worth it, if it doesn't work, at least you tried, and you're never gonna be sitting after 20 years and thinking about that moment, why I wasted my chance. Because universe can give you, darling, lots of chances. And usually because of the fear, because we're thinking something is greener somewhere else than in front of us, we don't have we don't do the chances to change our life. And this is I'm strongly connected. This is like some lesson for you, darling. I hope so all these things have sense, what I'm saying to you. Because this is all about your self-love, choosing yourself, appreciating who you are today, not tomorrow. Because you see, finally I realized, and I start to appreciate myself today, and my life changed completely differently. Like this person couldn't give me the happiness which one I was already ready to share and exchange. And that's why this couldn't happen with him, but it teach me lots of beautiful things. And he at the end just proved my own worth, which one I needed to realize about myself. And he knew it from the beginning, and he never mentioned that. And for example, this is like beautiful story, like we always this is beautiful story. I thought I'm not enough for him, and he thought he's not enough for me. And I wanted to work, to talk, to connect about that. But you can't do the work by yourself only, because you always touch the wall. He always was disappearing, and I didn't get chance. Only what I could good do right now? Protect myself and live from that love, because this was just conditional love. And I deserve unconditional love, and the same you, darling. And doesn't matter if this is relationship, work, if this is marriage, any kind of relationship, or anything what you do in your life. You can achieve the unconditional love in every single aspect of your life. And this showing like beautiful story, you see, like two people was unworthy, they was unworthy of each other, and one wanted to work but one didn't. And that's why the universe was telling me, if you shall learn loving yourself unconditionally, that's mean when somebody do something bad to you, say no. When somebody doesn't appreciate you, say no. When place, work, or anything else killing your potential, move from that side. This is the self-love, and this is the unconditional love from the source, which one we can give ourselves every single day. And when you do that, the universe giving you more and more better solutions for yourself. For example, right now I'm still single because I was working on myself a lot. And soon, in the right time, the universe gonna put for me the person who can purely appreciate me, who I am from the beginning. I don't need to prove it, my worth, to anybody, and I don't expect to other person to prove me their own worth. If something gonna happen, it's gonna happen the way as it is. And this is like you fill it up your own cup and appreciate who you purely are. And if you appreciate the life which one you have right now, and you see beauty in all these missing pieces which one you think you have, by comparing yourself to other people, by comparing yourself to other positions at work, successes, others, stop doing that, darling, and start appreciating what you have. Find the curiosity in the spiritual world. Find the bravery to follow the guidance steps, because usually they looks like dangerous, like crazy, but be bold, because there is the biggest performance, transformation, the biggest change of your life. There is the biggest beauty. There is the most clear directions and journeys for you in this life. There is the things which allowed you to stop just doing the escape room in some fake reality, and be more in the energy where you step into this beautiful reality with the spiritual guidance to achieve everything what is the best for you on your own journey. But to do that, it's time for you to allow yourself to appreciate your own worth, to appreciate the life which you have right now in you, to appreciate what's happening for you and around you, especially when it's lots of disappointment, even when it's very heavy and sad and painful, especially in this moment, because this moment's showing you something. This moment's teaching you something, darling, today. You can't achieve something beautiful and extreme when you're not ready, when you have broken piece of yourself, when you think you're not worth it. And when you think like that, when you allow these painful situations unfolding in your life, when you allow people hurting you, especially the closest one, which one you love, when they hurting you and you allow them to do, and after you feel the pain and the disappointment and all these unpleasant situations at home, at work, or wherever you surround yourself, this showing you something, darling. Nobody can appreciate you until you're gonna be appreciating you. When you're gonna be appreciating yourself the way how you are, when you're gonna be grateful for these painful lessons in your life, this will gonna turn to the bravery to make these beautiful steps for you, from the guidance, and to go the direction which one is already written for you, and which one your soul chose before you came here. And all this pain, all this disappointment, which you have, for example, right now in your life, this is everything what you created before you came here. You created all these things to learn from it, to say no, to be strong, to be stable with feeling, to trusting yourself, to saying no, to allow yourself to build a change, but in the same time to saying thank you to the universe for this painful lesson, for this sadness, for this disappointments, for this unfairness which is coming my way. Why? Because this showing me the things which one I need to work more on, to loving myself more. When you're gonna be doing like that, when you're gonna be appreciating like that, you're gonna be allowing yourself to grow, to heal, to strengthen like never before, and to follow that reunion with your soul, like coming back to oneness. This is like your soul from home. This choose in you the journey which one you're doing, all these painful lessons. Like you think like this is like you separate from each other, and your soul guiding you come back home. When you go, this can happen when you're gonna learn all this lesson through the life, and actually you can combine your soul and you in the purity of love of yourself, because your soul guiding you to go through these lessons, learn from them, look what they're showing you, grow from them. Every time when you grow from the lesson, if you have more lesson, the universe gonna be putting you next and next and next, and in one moment you're gonna deeply meet your beautiful soul, and you're gonna be again oneness with yourself, with your soul, with your guide, with your spiritual world, and you're gonna achieve everything what you want to do, because everything is possible. But this gonna take time, this gonna take realization, this gonna take lots of bravery from you, to trust in yourself, to trust in your own guidance and signs. And that's why this is more like it's time, instead of do this escape room and dreaming about life of others, instead of that, more it's time for you to find this, instead of an escape room, like the safety room, more the room where you can sit alone, where you can find this peaceful moment and be quiet and be just honest with yourself. When you can sit and think, when you can ask why this happened to me, why I feel jealous about that person, why I compare myself to that person, why I think that person have something what I wish for, why I think that person deserve that and I'm not. When you sit just with yourself in the safe space, the real one, when you're gonna be purely honest with yourself, and when you're gonna ask the guidance, please give me the answer why I feel that. Be honest with yourself what you feel. When you feel anger, say why I feel the anger, and wait for that answer, because there is something for you better to understand about yourself. And when you're gonna be honest with yourself, you allow the universe to give you that answer. And when you're gonna appreciate that answer, you're gonna take that answer to your heart. This is like your emotional compass, and maybe companion or something like that. I wanted to say, this is gonna allow you to grow and step to this new better version of you, the stronger you, which one gonna be choosing more bravery over you than fear. And this allows you to much easy to let go of this heaviness, to let go of this disappointment about yourself or your life or the situation where you are. And darling, I'm sending you warmth and inspiration, and I hope so this in some way helped you. Thank you, and see you next time. Ciao.